Hello, Potato. This is quarantine log number 13. And it is Saturday, April the 4th. I rather expect normally I'd be sitting in front of Disney Store today, but Disney Store is closed. So instead, we're going to go back to video game collector's editions today. This time, I've got two games that I bought just for the pack-in item. They don't have the boxes anymore because the boxes weren't anything to look at, but they were bought just for the pack-in. Now, keep in mind that means I didn't pay full price for them. I didn't buy, an $80 game just for the little statuette that comes in it. I bought these like on clearance. And we'll get into that. There's actually a third one I wanted to show you, but I can't find the pack-in item for it. So we'll just do two of them. And the first one is, this one actually requires a stand. This. I'm not sure this is even all on camera. Oh, yeah, it should be. Let's just... Hopefully it's in focus. This is for the game Lord of the Rings War of the North. I had actually forgotten what game it was for. Luckily it says it right on there. And this is back when... This was for Xbox 360. I'm not sure what's in there. It could be a book. Might be the game was supposed to go in there, which means it might be empty. But this was for the Xbox 360. I think it was a PS3 version as well. I think it was kind of like one of those games where you have like it's real-time fighting, but you have like 3 or 4 characters you're controlling. Kind of like Baldur's Gate for people who don't want as much strategy kind of thing. There was another series of games that played like that. And I don't remember what it was, but I want to say there's a Jason Statham movie directed by Uwe Boll based on it. You know what? Let me look that up. Dungeon Siege. I believe it plays similar to the Dungeon Siege series. So this was in like a GameStop ad for like 10 or 15 bucks, maybe 20, which is why I picked it up. And as you see, it is a like almost full-size quiver. I mean, it's actually got a strap on it. I'm using a doll stand there to hold it up. I don't know that I could wear this. Oh, there's a little bit of muck in there still. Clean that back out. But it's got a strap. But now these aren't actually arrows, though. And I don't think this is going to be big enough to get on the camera. Or rather, I don't think the camera's going to be big enough to show all this. This actually comes with a little map. Let's see if we can slide that off. I'm assuming that's how I took it off originally, because that's not much nicer than anything I would have done. But it came with a map of, I think, all of Middle-earth. Oops. Alright, here we go. And it's even got a little string for hanging. Can you get all that on there? It's obviously wrinkled because it's been rolled up for many years. I think you can get the idea at least. Yeah, I mean that was worth, paying $20 for. And I did actually play the game. It was not a bad game. I enjoyed the Dungeon Siege games as well, so. So is there anything in here? Or is this just where the game was? Oh, there's a book in here. Of course. How foolish of me. It's an art book. Because it's a collector's edition, it's got an art book. Honestly, I mean, the game itself, I think, was fairly forgettable compared to some of the other Lord of the Rings games. But if you like the Dungeon Siege type games, I would say I remember it fondly enough. I know I enjoyed playing it. Unlike the other one I'm going to show you in a minute here. Oh, what is this? It's got a disc. Soundtrack, I'm guessing, because there's little musical notes on the sleeve. Music of War of the North. I should actually give that a listen. That might be some stuff on there worth pulling off. A little dusty. I'm assuming the game was in here too at one point, but I've played it. But I mean, for like, I don't know, 20 bucks at the most, This is back when GameStop used to have, some good promotions on, days other than the day after Thanksgiving. Really, the only reason to go to GameStop anymore is that they still sometimes will get games in that are digital only otherwise, like Katamari Damacy Reroll for the Switch. I was able to get a physical copy there, as where everywhere else it's just digital only. And not for an awful price. And it's a great game. They scaled it up nicely. If you liked Katamari, and you can find a copy of it on physical media anymore, even if you can't, I recommend it. The weird thing, though, with GameStop is whenever I buy a game there now, not back when I bought this, but now, at least in the last 3 or 4 or 5 years, it's always the last copy. It doesn't matter what it is. It's the last one in stock, so I always get an open copy of it, and it's frankly very annoying. I think it's just because they don't stock more than one copy of each game other than used. But, alright, enough of that. Let's go on to the other one. This one, if you know anything about video games, should make you laugh. Yep, that is from the collector's edition of Aliens Colonial Marines. Again, I did not pay full price for this. This is like, I think it was like $10 on Amazon. And I like the statue. I've always wanted the Ed 209 that I now have up there on the shelf. I've always wanted the cargo loader from Aliens. And I still don't have an action figure one of it. I think there was one back for the Alien, I think it was like Alien Colonial Marines animated series that never actually got made. I think there was a vehicle that you could put action figures in that looked kind of like it. But yeah, this is probably as close as I'm ever going to get. And it is, I'm guessing that was your player character and being attacked by an alien or a Xeno or whatever you want to call them. Honestly, I did try playing this game, and I feel like I got a fair distance into it. I was kind of enjoying the story, even if it kind of breaks Alien canon. And even with its, let's say, graphical shortcomings, I was enjoying the gameplay, although, I mean, some of the weird AI issues with the monsters made them fairly easy to kill at times, up until I actually got to the sequence that involves this. There's a sequence where you're battling, I think it was a queen alien. And you don't, just punch her with these. You have to catch her head in the pincers, but not just once, 3 or 4 times. And the controls in the game, especially in that part of the game, are so dodgy that I couldn't do it. I rage quit. I never picked it up again. But I really bought it for the statue, and I like the statue. It is a nice statue. It's, it's just plastic, but it's really fairly well detailed. I mean, there's a lot of detail work in there. I would put this quality-wise, despite being much smaller, on par with the dragon from Skyrim, Alduin. I believe that's Alduin, because Parthenax is the one that you kind of ally yourself with. Alduin is the big bad. But yeah, there's a lot of detail in it. It's fairly delicate, so that's why, if it looks a little dusty, it is because, I, much like with the Lego set, I'm not getting here with the Q-tips. I'm just kind of giving it a light Swiftering, and I'm frankly afraid of breaking it. There's a lot of little, narrow, small pieces, and I'm afraid of snapping them off. Because I'm guessing this game probably, at this point, I probably couldn't replace this for $10 anymore. But, yep, that'll do it for today. There was a third game I wanted to show you. Was the Prestige Edition of Call of Duty Ghosts. But I can't find the pack-in for it. That one, I kept the box and took the pack-in out of it. And I don't know what to do with the pack-in. But it was a camera. It was a little one of those cameras that, clip onto the side of your hat. Like kind of a precursor to a GoPro. And again, something I bought for 10 or 20 bucks on Amazon. I think I actually already had the game for Xbox 360 that I'd also bought for 10 bucks. But I wanted the camera, and I don't know what I did with the camera. So if I ever find it, maybe it'll be in a future video. But that'll do it for today. Remember, no quarantine log tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow is our normal video day. And I have something I hope you'll like, because it's a follow-up to what is by far my most viewed video to date. So hopefully people will enjoy it. So until then, remember to wash your hands thoroughly, cough into your elbow, practice your safe social distancing, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video.